Ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled to be joined by a member of the Montreal Alouettes stellar defense, a man who is on the cusp of reaching 100 quarterback sacks in his career. We are very pleased and very happy to be joined tonight by number 0 of the Montreal Alouettes, Shawn Lemon. Shawn, welcome to the Alouettes Flight Deck.
Thanks for having me, guys. Sorry for this. The background, I'm getting my work done. I usually get massage work done and stuff during the week to prepare for the game. So I just wanted to make that be known first.
It's all good. It's 100%. All good.
You got to take care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, who will, right?
Most definitely. It's all a part of the process.
I'm going to ask first off, before we get to the hard-hitting stuff. Do you really like being number 0?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. It was actually a number that I requested before I signed. So, I enjoy the number a lot.
Okay.
Any specific meaning behind it, or you just like the number 0?
No, just, I kind of, actually there's a little meaning behind it, but it's not much. But just looked at guys like, I'm a huge basketball guy, so I looked at guys like Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, they wear the number 0, Gilbert Arenas, guys I feel like those guys have been overlooked a lot in their career with the production that they have. So just kind of wanted to go with that route.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
Yeah, 100%. So let's talk about last Saturday. How sweet was it going up against your former team, a team that essentially decided you weren't good enough to keep around, to go and have an absolutely outstanding football game like you did?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I don't even think it's to that level of them not thinking that I wasn't good enough to keep around. It's just, I'm not entitled to anything. They decided to go with who they went with. I can't control those things. I can only control what I can do on the field, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't an extra chip on my shoulder when I got there.
Especially that first INT, that must have been absolutely outstanding, just to be able to snatch that out of the thin air, basically.
Yeah, no, it was good. It's actually a play that we worked on, like with Coach Thorpe. He does a great job of game planning for us. It's a play that I made in practice probably about 4 or 5 times since I've been here. And just taking the drills to the field. I knew the ball had to come out in 1.5 seconds, or the quarterback was going to get sacked. So I just wanted to get my hands up in the big gap, and I got a surprise waiting for me when I did.
I mean, also too, I think we heard you post game too. You were saying, I think it was on the Owls post game show. You were talking about how you wish you had gotten 100 there, but obviously you had the chance to become, to reach that Century Club this week versus Ottawa. I mean, are you the type of player, Shawn, who is a stats guy through and throughout your career, or is this just another milestone that you're going to be glad to achieve?
No, I'm a stats guy. I'm a stats guy. I understand the nuances. I'm a football guy, junkie. I love everything about the game of football. I love everything about the game of CFL football. So, I am. I'm definitely a stats guy. I know it's only been like 12 players in CFL history to reach 100 sacks. So it was always something that I've always wanted to do. I got to share the moment with Odell Willis at Ottawa in the year before the pandemic. What year was that?
2019?
2019.
Was that 19? Yeah, 2019 when he did it at Ottawa. So something that me and him talked about throughout the week this week. So definitely a stat guy.
So history has a way of repeating itself, or potentially has a chance to repeat itself.
It does. I feel like I was there with him in that moment. I've learned a lot from Odell Willis as his playing style and just how he approaches the game. For me to be there when he reached 100 sacks, it was very motivating for me. And right after he did it, one of the first words he told me was I was next. So let's see what happens.
Yes.
It's close. We're so close we can taste it, man. It's coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
That's wild. Yeah.
Hey, what we were curious to know about is that obviously, we knew you were in camp with BC this year, and you didn't make the roster. And for not only for us Owls fans, and I'm sure fans across the CFO would want to know, is why were you basically not picked up right there and then? I mean, was it something that you wanted to bide your time? Was it something you wanted to work on, or was it just a matter of you wanted to find the right fit, the right team that you wanted to join before
Okay,
you
I can't
said
really
yes?
answer that question. That's a question for the general managers in the league, or guys liked who they liked. I had a great camp in BC. I don't understand why it wasn't a talent thing, but it is what it is. I'm not entitled to anything. They wanted to go with who they went with, and other teams is just. I'm just waiting for a phone call, and then after a while, phone calls start heating up. Then I just wanted to decide the best fit for me, and I've been watching all the games, so I liked what Coach Thorpe was doing with the defense here, and I feel like I would have been a great asset here, and that's what I went with.
And
Now,
obviously, ever since signing with the Alouettes, you've just been balling out. I mean, you have made one hell of a difference on that defense from what the Alouettes defense was earlier in the season. You just complemented it perfectly.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. It's like I said, Coach Corbin Irvin, Coach Quick, Coach Thorpe. Those guys do a great job of preparing me for games and understanding when I can take my shots and when I could, do the things that I'm great at. So it really a testament to those guys and my teammates for, just doing their part as well.
now you got some young studs on this defensive line. Do you feel like you have to kind of help them? Do you feel like you're also brought in to help them along as well in their progression, or is it just a matter of I can work with these guys, like they're going to compliment me just like I'm going to compliment them?
Yeah, we complement each other well. It's not me just helping everybody with things. They help me with things as well. But I do have a lot of knowledge uh, with the things that I've done in my career, so I try to pass on that knowledge to these guys as well, just to help them out. Like you see, development of Lou Wall. He's starting to become into his own. He sits by me in meetings. He's trying to learn everything he can, and it's working for him.
That kid is dangerous. I mean, he is really like the past couple of weeks. He's really come alive and playing alongside of you. I mean that just is such a natural like peanut butter and jelly just goes so well together.
No, it's confidence. That's what I told him. One thing I told him is it takes time. It's confidence and reps. It's you believing in the moves that you work on in practice and that translate to the games. And he's been putting that work in, and I feel like he's only scratching the surface of what he can be.
Who's the person that you have learned the most from since you've been in Montreal?
Since I've been in Montreal,
Yeah.
I would say Coach Thorpe. He showed me different ways on how to affect the game um, outside of just sacking the quarterback, knocking down passes, intercepting passes. This is probably the most knockdowns that I've ever had in my career. This is probably the most interceptions that I've ever had in the same season. So I would say him, Coach Thorpe. He's been very influential in my game so far this year.
Would you say he was instrumental in you coming to Montreal, or is it just strictly a negotiation between yourself and Danny Machocha?
No, he was very. Yeah, he had a lot to do with that. Coach Corbin Irvin, I have played with him. He's our defensive line coach. So I really felt comfortable with him. I know I could trust him. I know how his football. I know the things that he teach translates to my game. So I just felt really comfortable. Coach Boss, I was around him in 2015 in Ottawa, so I know what type of guy he is. And just getting to know Danny Machocha as well, I just felt really comfortable. Mondo Sewell being here, we were college roommates. We went to college together, Akron for 4 years. So it was a perfect fit.
Both former Zips, impressive.
Now you were mentioning it before, Shawn. You were talking about your career itself. So obviously you've had a career that spanned multiple football teams in multiple leagues. I just learned today you played in indoor football, which I had no clue you had done. What actually is keeping you motivated? To continue to play at such a high level.
Just my passion for the game. I like to prove guys wrong. It's for me to be sitting out as long as I've been sitting out. I'm at fifth in the league in sacks. I've been 7 weeks this season, so you know I just love doing that. I love doing the unthinkable. So it's fun. As long as I'm having fun and it's a part of my DNA. So, just keep playing. When my production stops, that's when I'll stop.
Yeah.
Now, your time here in Montreal so far has been nothing short of outstanding. What's been the biggest takeaway you've had from this team in just I think it's like 7-8 weeks you've been with this team now? What's the biggest takeaway you've gotten from these guys to this date?
Just a group of guys who, blue collar like myself, come to work hard every day, enjoy being around each other. Just even from the coaches, we're very competitive at everything we do. From it'll be a speed bike in the weight room, we're competing with that. We're competing against the offense every day. Coach Boss brings a great energy. Just I love everything about the city and playing here. Just been having so much fun, and just keep it going, and keep stacking the wins.
Now, do you have your celly all set for the 100th sack, or is that something you'll just come up with on the fly?
No, I just do my normal celebration, really, and maybe some tears or so afterwards, but nothing too much.
Okay, no. Well, here's hoping that it's going to happen this coming Saturday against Ottawa. Again, one of your many former teams. So I don't know if you've got any still hard feelings over your time there.
I don't have any hard feelings anywhere. Honestly, it is what it is. Like, I don't have any. That doesn't exist. That's the game of football's business. I'm not entitled to anything. No one owes me anything. I can just control what I do when I play against you.
That's a great attitude. I love that.
I know.
That's the best way to go about life. Is like, the sooner I tell a lot of young players this, the sooner you realize that you are not entitled to anything, the better you are. You won't set yourself up to be let down by anyone, and you'll always have that. I have to work hard for everything that I have because I'm not entitled to anything. So that's just how I operate, and that's just what it is. And we're definitely getting 100 sack this week. It's happening.
Again, it's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. Whether it's first quarter, second quarter, doesn't matter. You get that sack.
First quarter.
Get this team back into the playoffs, which will happen if you guys win. So we are excited for that. We cannot wait. It's going to be exciting, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Now,
yep, it's going to be fun.
Obviously, we want you to be here for years and years on end here, but if you get to that point where you could potentially run the gambit of all the CFL teams and be a member of every single CFL team and pull a Kevin Glenn, basically, has that ever you ever thought about that, and considering how many teams that you've played for in the CFL?
I haven't thought about it, but I'm enjoying it here in Montreal. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe like whenever that time comes and I retire, I'll call Hamilton up and say, let's sign a one-day contract so I can run the tour. Then we'll see what happens.
Because I was going to say, like, before this year, before you signed with us, we couldn't help but notice, like, okay, the only teams you haven't been a member of was Montreal and Hamilton. Now that you're a member of the Alouettes, now we're thinking, okay, maybe like way down the road you can go with Hamilton. Like you said, one-day contract. I'm okay with that. But
yeah, exactly.
Let's get a couple of Grey Cups first.
We can't let Kevin Glenn be the only guy. Be the only guy that's played for every team in the CFL.
Exactly.
So, that's what I plan on doing right there. You're the first guy to hear that. Whenever I'm done, I'm not done for a while, but whenever I'm done, I'm gonna plan to sign with Hamilton a one-day contract. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that'd be pretty funny though. Pretty cool.
It really would. So you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Shawn Lemon will one day sign with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, but not today, and not tomorrow.
Exactly.
Down the road.
So before we let you go, Shawn, we want to at least ask. You've played in Montreal for before coming here and being a part of the Alouettes Nation. Now that you're living here in Montreal, what are the things that stand out to you about the city the most? Where do you like going? Is there anything
the food here is really good. Yeah. I was really surprised at, I knew the fan base was really good, but I was really surprised at how loud the games are. Like, the games are extremely loud. There's a lot of fans. There's a lot of energy in the city. They come out and support the team, which is really good. So, yeah, I have zero complaints. I actually enjoy everything about it. I know it sounds really cliche, but I'm very happy with my decision.
Any
Well, yeah,
any certain food spots that you go to on the daily?
No, I usually cook my own food, but when I do go out, I don't know any places offhand. It's just I like to try different things. So I like seafood. So yeah, just whatever I find on Google.
We got to ask the actual question here, Cliff. Shawn, have you ever tried poutine, and do you like it?
Well, it's not poutine. I've heard great things about it, but it's not in my diet right now.
Okay.
You guys don't want me to start doing that because it's like it's like giving a little kid a piece of candy. It's probably just that good. If I try it once, I don't think I'll be able to stop. So, best thing I can do is just not try it. When we win the Grey Cup, I'll try it after that.
Hey, there
you go. How about eating poutine out of the Grey Cup? How does that sound?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I think that'd be the first time. I don't know, but I think it'd be the first time done, and I'd do that. Yeah.
All right, then. We as if you didn't have enough goals for this season. Then you've got now one more.
Exactly.
What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm going to eat poutine out of the Grey Cup. Hey, but you know what? It's still going to be the Grey Cup. That's all that matters. So
Exactly.
Good. All right, go ahead and take us home, Cliff.
All right. Well, Shawn, once again, we are so excited for you to get your 100th sack, hopefully against the Ottawa Red Blacks this coming Saturday. Just so you know, there is a fan bus that's going to Ottawa, so you know you're going to have a lot of your supporters with you as well as you reach that incredible goal. So before we let you go, let us know where we can find you on social media.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me, guys. You can find me on Twitter at @SLemonator, and on Instagram at @TheLemonator. And that's really all I have, honestly. Well, I have that new thing. I can't remember the name of it, Thread, but I haven't logged in or sent out anything on there. So, yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him now. Give him a follow. Show him the love, for crying out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Lemon. Shawn, thank you so much again for joining us here on the Alouettes Flightdeck. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to seeing you this coming Saturday against the Ottawa Red Blacks.
No problem. Thanks for having me. And I don't know if you heard the first part of the interview, but I am getting a massage right now. That's why the camera angle is where it is right now. Thank you.
It's all good, man. You get yourself right, and we will see you on Saturday.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Right, take care.